Welcome back, Crawl Space Encounters. Got ourselves another one here. Alright, so check this out. This house closes in about a week and a half. Not good. I mean, the market's not like it's jamming. It's not going crazy right now. I mean, there's no reason why you should be scheduling inspections this late. Alright, we're going to dive into this crawl space. If you're new to the channel, I check out houses, I get up in the crawl spaces, and I tell you what's going on, man. But they got to close in a week and a half. I hope everything goes well. We're going to find out. So let's take a dive into this one. I'll see you down there. All right, well, let's check her out. All right. It's a nice tall crawl space. I like this. I can do this all day long. Always want to check it out. Make sure there's nothing down here. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you like what you see. If you are one of my regs, I appreciate you, man. Got another one here. These people, like I said, they got to close in a week and a half. Hopefully everything's okay. Just making sure we got no critters down here. So this is a knee wall. They build on top of the foundation wall, and the opposite side of this wall is the deck. Look at those seeds. That's from mice coming in. But they build these knee walls, and I guess they're just trying to save money. Look at that rot. That's not good. That means the deck on the other side of this is leaking. Alright, so that's we got a problem here. We just gotta find out how big of a problem we have. Never schedule an inspection this late, man. You got a buyer, you got somebody, man, get these houses inspected pronto. If an inspector is busy, make sure you have a Rolodex. Rolodex. That's old school, man. Other inspectors lined up. Let's check out your moisture readings here. 16.2, I'll take that all day long. That's good. All right. See, man, look how tall this is, man. You can, if you kept this nice down here, man, you can store. I mean, all this stuff is just covered in mildew and all kinds of funk, spider webs. Spider webs are fine, but you can. It's still very humid in this crawl space. Now we're gonna get to the lower part of the crawl space here. This is the back side of the house, so we definitely have a lot of headroom, man. I'll tell you. So what they do is they build up these block foundations just like that, 3 blocks, and then they build the rest of it with a knee wall. I call them knee wall. You know, people call them what they want. Then they put the floor joist right over it. This is how they secure the knee wall with one little brace. Look at that. That knee wall's not going anywhere now, huh? Lord, look at the rot behind this. This is mad. Yeah. I knew it, man. It never fails. Every time somebody's trying to rush and get an inspection in, I say, no. That is all from the flashing of the deck on the opposite side of this wall. That deck has been leaking. And then it just leaks and messes up all the sheathing on the opposite side. And then you got my God, look at this shit. That is cardboard. That's not even plywood. That's cardboard. You see the vinyl siding already. Look at that rot. Even that the 2x6 is rotted. It's like cardboard. I usually see like that OSB plywood or something, which is still junk, but at least it's plywood. This is cardboard. Look at all that rot. So all that siding is gonna have to come off. The flashing is gonna need to get changed out. I'd have all that replaced. That double top 2x6 plate all that, have it replaced with real sheathing. So they use gravel. One thing I am going to say about this crawl space that I see so far, I can feel it on my feet, I'm sure I'm going to feel them on my knees, is they poured gravel all up in this crawl space, even though the vapor barrier down here is real shoddy. And I'm really sorry about the spider webs, man. There are so many spider webs out here. So if I get them on the lens, just give me a minute to kind of clean it off. I don't usually notice it sometimes right away, but I'm just still gonna keep looking around. See some drill holes. So this house has been treated for termites at one point in time, but I like the gravel. So the builder has thrown gravel in the crawl space, and I like it because it does keep the moisture down, the humidity. Even if you have standing water coming into the crawl space, it actually filters through the gravel. It's hard on the knees, but I'm here to tell you, I'm a fan. I've done some videos where I found some gravel, and every single one of them has not had moisture. I can see sometimes water coming into the crawl space, but because I have gravel, the water just sifts right through it, gets to the clay, eventually just finds its way through, but it's not sitting on the surface creating all this humidity and funk. But this still pretty humid in here. We're in August already, so we've had some rain on and off. So the moisture readings, I'll take that all day long, but I'm not surprised. Like I said, every house that I've done that has some gravel, all those holes on those blocks right down there, those are all drill holes because they treated this for termites at one time. So we've crawled already to the front of the house. This is a smaller crawl space. Hit that like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate it. But you can see some insulations fall down. And it's just mice, snakes, chipmunks. They get all up in here, man. Mess around. See construction debris, cables, wires. Everybody just leaves all their junk down here. Now I am cruising. Actually, that block, that's actually the garage. Straight ahead over there, I think I see some stuff hanging out there, but you can see the water droplets on the bottom of the ductwork here. From the humidity, it's just condensating. You're gonna get that this time of the year, man. That's why these duct lines, they rust. Definitely had some activity over here. Some snakes, whatever the case may be, but this insulation is so, it's wide. It's 2 foot on center. These are big pieces of insulation, heavy. Anything walks on them, a mouse, a snake just slithering up there, it's gonna knock it all down. These bats are huge. It's an R19. So they're look how thick they are. They're heavy. So when you have them up on your joist like that, you gotta make sure you put a lot of wires. A lot of wires to hold it in place. And that's what they just don't put enough wires. Those little hangers, they just don't put enough. Look at all these spider webs, man. Goodness gracious. You can tell when you see a lot of spider webs on here, and it's because nobody's been down here in a long time. That's or else somebody would leave. I would always know if another inspector has been here recently or somebody else, because you could tell if the spider webs have been knocked down. But back in the day, that's how you used to find out if these inspectors actually did their job. So this is that's their water main. Got Got some standing water over here. Trying to find out where it's coming from. That's a bit of water. I just didn't see any pipes. I don't see that. I don't see any pipes above leaking. I do see this big guy right here. This thing right here is send you to your grave. You get zapped by this thing. I don't mess with electricity. If you've watched my other videos, man, I don't mess with electricity. I've been zapped a few times, man. I don't like that feeling. This is where it looks like the water's coming from. Look at that, right through that vent, right through the bricks, right through that hole where the head freaking main is going. Look at that pipe. It's got a bend. Look at the bend on that thing. Look at that. Again, I'm sorry, just trying to get the spider webs off here. Look at that pipe. Whoop. Oh man. No way. So the water is coming. You can see all the clay, all those watermarks. This whole front portion of the house right here. This is all water is coming right through here, working its way down the hill. Closing in a week and a half? I don't think so, man. This is gonna need some work to this over here, for sure. To that knee wall. My God! Now everybody's gonna be scrambling. They're gonna get the report. Everybody's scrambling. I have 1,000 phone calls. What are we gonna do? What's this? What's that? What? You need to get some contractors over here. I'm sorry, it's not what I want. I want a nice, smooth transition. I want everything to be nice, but you know what? That's not in crawl spaces, man. That's why I make these videos. Every crawl space house, man, I see a problem. Look at these ants. So, man, they just went ahead and bored a hole through that double top plate, ran that juice. Look at that power. That's a lot of power. There's that cardboard backing. That is, oh my God. This house is selling for $483,000, 2,700 square foot on a quarter-acre lot. This neighborhood is okay. I mean, not the greatest of neighborhoods. A lot of money for this house. Not a fan of this crawl space. There is no support at all. These walls right here are so flimsy. They're not strapped. Look at it. Look at this support system right here. They just notched that drop sill, put a couple 2x6 underneath it, no straps, nothing holding it down. And there you go. There's your support unit for this corner. That's crazy. Just, I see the construction that goes on, man. I don't know how somebody approves these things or who or what's going on. Not going to give them a hard time because we do have a system right here, a pier system right here. About 4 feet away from that. But still, we've had F1, F2 tornadoes. Man, this siding blows off. That stupid cardboard on the siding right there, man. This whole thing is toast. Doesn't take much. We've had micro, 90, 100-mile-an-hour storms. Real quick, come by, about not even 10 seconds. You get a good one hanging on, man. A lot of these houses here, I've seen them. They just get gables ripped out of brand new houses. Just quick little storm. Unbelievable. No inspections, no codes, no nothing. I mean, look, I kind of set my standards pretty high. I framed houses down in Florida for many years. Everything was strapped, anchored. This has got, a little strap right there. It's not even used. Just go ahead and throw your bottom plate right there. Nothing strapped up. We got one strap right here, one nail. Look at that. Bottom plate, that might stay. The rest of it go flying. No continuous strapping. It's got some 2x4s grabbing onto one of those, I don't know, cripplers, studs, whatever you want to call them. Everybody's got a name. Just holding on to one of them, not doing anything. And here we go, another support system, barely sitting on there, maybe sitting on there for about 3 inches, smaller notch. Obviously, we'll get into a taller section of the back to the back of the house, taller house. Just horrible. And that's just not part of my gig. I just got to make sure everything's cool. So far, this is not cool. There's a bunch of things down here that needs to be fixed. They're not going to like it. I'm going to be Dr. Evil, of course. Hit that like, subscribe, guys. Comment on this. What would you say if you were the home inspector or you were purchasing this house? What would you say about this house? If I showed you this video, which I wouldn't show the potential buyers, but would you be satisfied with this crawl space? I wouldn't think you would. And this is that I'm just doing a rough run at it. I'm not peeling back any insulation. I'm not getting into anything crazy here right now. Like I do quick rough runs. And then we just kind of go from there. I gotta come back, start writing my report. But look, no tie downs. Nothing's ever tied down. Everything's just floating. Guys, spiderwebs everywhere. Crawl space encounters. This is what I do. I encounter all this jazz all the time. People say crawl space houses rock better than slab houses. I disagree. I disagree, man. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I got 300 videos out there so far that will tell you why I feel the way I feel about crawl spaces. 90% of the houses I inspect are crawl spaces in this area, the foothills of South Carolina. Beautiful homes inside, man, but underneath their feet, this is what you got right here. This house is going for $450,000, 2,700 square feet. No way. Got to fix these problems. A lot of room down here. A lot of potential. Look at all this. You fix it up, keep it nice. I give props where props is due, man. But, this place has been neglected. HVAC, sweating. Just a bunch of stuff here. Guys, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. You're just running pipes through. That's where probably the mice just coming right on in. God, nobody has respect for anything in crawl spaces, man. This is where all the problems start. All the time. They got to close in a week and a half. I don't see that happening, or somebody's going to take a hit pretty hard. That stinks. I mean, they're going to have to invest some money. Who knows what a contractor's going to charge to fix that back deck leak area on that wall. Little French drain in the front portion of the house. You're getting into thousands already. Contractors aren't going to touch something for under $5,000 these days. That's a day's work, $5,000. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.